A debate is not an essay contest. It's not enough to have good logic and reasoning if you can't persuade the judge and audience of your arguments. A debater that exudes confidence and presents their speech in an interesting and persuasive manner will win more debates than a speaker whose argument is unclear, hard to follow, or just boring. Style is really important in World Schools debate, and you shouldn't neglect it. So, what are the elements of good style? Clarity. Ensure that you can easily be understood. Enunciate your words carefully. If the judge looks confused, explain it again. Pace. Many debaters speak so quickly they're really difficult to listen to. Slow down and don't try to cram too much into your speech. 2 strong, clear points are much better than 4 really bad ones. Variation. Vary your tone. Speak higher or lower, faster or slower, louder or quieter, at different places in your speech. This will make you much more easy and natural to listen to. Volume. Make sure you can be heard, especially if you have a quiet voice. If you normally speak loud, try quieting down for emphasis at certain points. Don't just speak at the same volume for 7 minutes. Emotion. Bring some passion to your speech. Use emotive language to highlight the harms of a policy or a major problem in the world. Be happy about positive things. Match your tone to what you are saying. Eye contact. Don't just stare at your notes. Try to write only bullet points so you can look at your opponents, judges, and audience. Many World Schools debaters choose to give their speeches from note cards. Confidence. All of these points feed into the most important element of good manner, which is confidence. You don't actually have to be confident, you just have to look it. You'll be more credible, judges will be more likely to give you the benefit of the doubt, and your opponents will fear you. Okay, so I said a debate is not like an essay contest. But just like an essay, a speech always benefits from being organized. It's extremely important to have an obvious, clear structure to your speech. The easier it is for judges to follow, the more likely you are to win. Try to organize your speech into separate, clearly delineated parts. There's no rule about what you have to say when, but it makes sense to start by setting context, clarifying your stance, clearing up misunderstandings, and so on. Then you move into your rebuttals before the main part of your speech, which may be the arguments for your side or clashes in the debate. Either way, don't let your speech be a disorganized mess. Always be in control of what's happening. Part of good organization is making sure everyone is following what you are saying. The judges can't see your paragraphs or bullet points as they would in an essay, so clearly signpost your speech throughout. It's good practice to start your speech by laying out what you're going to say, but always make it obvious and explicit when you're moving on to different sections of your speech. For example, I will now move on to our second argument. The opening of your speech sets expectations, particularly if the judge doesn't know who you are or they haven't seen a debate on this topic before. Start strong and confident. Clearly set out your team's stance and what you're going to do in your speech. If you're confused or nervous, don't let anyone see that. Similarly, at the end of your speech, make sure you finish strongly and restate your key points for the judge to take on board. Finally, one of the biggest failings of debaters, both novice and expert alike, is messing up their timing. You've got limited time for your speech, so make sure you leave sufficient time to say everything you want to, especially your last constructive argument or clash.